opportunity to be here, and thank Mr. Verghese for, calling me an expert. In fact, I'm not an expert. I'm just an activist who had been involved in the environmental protection for so many years. So that's about it. So what I'm going to talk about is also, on that aspect. And since I also belong to the to the tribal, I'm a tribal myself, and I live in a place where the district council is functioning, and this, like the title of the paper says, that it's it's a story about myself, and it's about where I come from with regards to mining. And let me start by going to the history of mining in the area. Like anywhere else, stone and quarrying, and sand quarrying, and mining of limestone for making paints and for whitewashing, and for using the same as space for consuming betel nuts and pan leaves were the earliest form of mining in the state. People extracted these minerals for local use, hence this practice can be categorized as traditional mining. But later on, industrial mining, of limestone, which is less than 10 years old. Although earlier there were 2 small cement plants in the state, but it was only very recently that mega cement plant came to set shop in the area. Mining of limestone for use in various cement plants was very recently, particularly in the East Giant Hills district of Meghalaya. The government does not consider the sustainability of the area, because it allows setting up of more than 8 cement plants and their captive power plant in an area of less than 5 kilometers radius. The area where the plants were set up was previously forested area, but forests were systematically cleared to enable the company to set up their plants. The areas where the cement plants are located are also very close to the Narpo Reserve Forest of Meghalaya, and the area will be less than 5 kilometers by radius from the reserve forest. Mining of limestone for export to Bangladesh is also of a very recent origin. This particular mining is being done by native people, the tribal people, particularly the people in the Giant Hills, for export of the same to Bangladesh. And mining on the Indo-Bangladesh border, particularly in the Nongtalang and Pen-Orsla area, was carried out with total disregard to the national mining and forest law. Forest was cleared without any consideration, and mining was done at whims and fancy of the mine owners. The tribal of the areas, on the pretext that they own the land, also feels that they can do whatever they like because the land belongs to them. So the rampant destruction of environment is because of this tribal misconception of the land tenure system. Although in the pre-independence period, in the area like Wapung and Chermang, these are village near to Joai, the district headquarters of West Giant Hills, they used to mine coal at a very small scale, and they supply the same to the British officer for use in their bungalows and to the missionaries for use in their hospitals and houses. But commercial mining of coal in Giant Hills district was started only in the early 70s. But the damage that has been done to the environment is indescribable. Rat hole mining, as Mr. Verghese has just mentioned, rat hole mining of coal has put the entire area under threat from earth collapse in the event of an earthquake, because mining was done underground, and because of the practice of rat hole mining, the effect of coal mining on the environment is also of a huge magnitude. There were reports of land crevices in the different parts of the state, especially in the East Giant Hills district, due to rat hole mining. It was reported that the crack on the entire market area of a village called Sokampar appeared due to the exhausted underground mining of coal. And again, sign of land underground caving in was noticed when a building at Rumbai PHC began to crack. Water bodies in the entire mining areas are affected, and rivers were polluted, and all signs of aqua life in the rivers have gone. NEPCO, NEPCO is a electric generating agency of the government, reported that the acid water of the rivers in the coal mining areas are affecting their power plants, and the machines are exposed to river water has unnaturally corroded all the machines, which in turn has an effect on the expected lifespan of the Kupli hydroelectric project on the Assam-Meghalaya border. The absence of regulation on any kind of mining in Meghalaya till date is the main cause that led to the rapid environmental degradation in Meghalaya. Mining in the state is illegal because mining activity, except mining done by the cement companies, was carried out without any environmental clearance by the local people, the tribal themselves, and nor did they seek any kind of permission from the state or the central government agencies. Some limestone miners in Meghalaya only receive NOC from their respective district councils, which does not even have the mechanism or the wherewithal to check and control mining, which rendered it incompetent to issue any NOC. Moreover, as per the 6th schedule of the Constitution, mining is not a subject of the district council, but the district council, under pretext that land and rivers are district council subject, provided this authorization and authorized rampant mining in the state. Mining in Meghalaya is in a total chaos because neither does the national mining or the forest or environment laws are being implemented in the state, especially in the mining areas done by the tribal people themselves. And like as Mr. Verghese has mentioned, because most of the land is owned either by the community or by the land, or by the private person. And moreover, even in the community, like Mr. Verghese has said, even the community land has been appropriated by certain people who has influence in the clan. The state has come up with its own mining policy recently, but the same is yet to be implemented. The two major issues which contribute to the rapid degradation of the environment in the state are the absence of regulation, whether national or state, to manage and control mining in the state. And the other reason is this misconception of the tribal people in the state that because Meghalaya is a Scheduled 6 area, which has its own traditional land system, hence the native of the place has the freedom to do whatever they like with the land. Coal mining was never a traditional practice of the people. They seldom use this mineral for their own use, and neither did they use it for smelting of iron or that the Khasi are famous of since time immemorial. It is also unfortunate that the state is also losing the exotic caves in the area to mining. There are hundreds of caves in the state and that has been surveyed and mapped, and these are all under the threat of being damaged, and some are found to be on the list of the longest and the deepest caves in the country. But all these are going to be history if the state is not interested in protecting the environment. In the case of Meghalaya, both district council and the state has failed in their duty to protect and preserve the environment. Rivers is the subject of the district council as per the 6th schedule of the constitution. But unfortunately, all rivers in the coal mine areas, particularly in the 2 districts of Giant Hills, have become dead rivers. Empowering the district council, which has failed, is, it's not going to be a solution. Most of the members of the ADC, or the Autonomous District Council, particularly in Giant Hills, have very less education, and most of them are coal mines owner themselves, or they have stakes in mining business in the area. So mining is a very critical issue, and the state government, till now, it's taking it very lightly. In my opinion, I think we need to find some way to stop this rampant destruction of the environment in the area. And this matter is very urgent. Thank you.